We at Oculus Story Studio strive to create immersive experiences that are not possible in the traditional film or game media. We want to create environment and worlds where we completely immerse the viewer in. We want the viewer to be able to almost feel like they can touch the characters we create. We want them to feel like they can interact with the characters and establish a deeper emotional connection that are simply not possible in the traditional film media. Henry is a cute little hedgehog who loves to hug people. But being a hedgehog, it's a little bit of a problem because his prickly spikes would always poke the people that he hugs. With the chase sequence where there are a lot of objects falling around everywhere, I was basically the only effects artist on the show, and there were probably around like 30 to 40 objects falling everywhere. And to animate those objects without procedural workflow would require a huge team of artists, but I was actually able to do it alone thanks to the Houdini procedural workflow. I was able to basically put together a few nodes, tweak some rules for different objects, and basically produce them en masse. The main effect where when Henry blows out the candle, a very stylized looking smoke come up, and the smoke eventually transforms into this blue, beautiful magic smoke that flies around the viewer. So all the smoke shape and the motion was procedurally created within Houdini. Dear Angelica strives to answer the question, how would an illustration look like in VR, and how do we put a viewer inside a hand-drawn illustration and tell a story through that? We have an in-house artist who created all these beautiful 3D illustration in a program with touch controller called Quill. And Houdini basically was responsible for taking the data from Quill and process it in how we animate them, how we want to shape them, how we want to light them. These illustrations always have probably thousands of lines and tens of thousands of vertices everywhere. And we have to process each and every line in a certain way to either like animate them or to give them motion or to have them fly around or give some lighting effects. And we had only 3 effects artists on the show to process that much data. And the only thing we could do that was through the procedural workflow. So we decided early on to put together a lot of different Houdini OTLs that can take in these data, process them in certain ways that we desire, and output them into Unreal. Houdini is basically the standard package to produce film quality effects, and we at Story Studio strive to create film quality content to draw people into VR as a storytelling medium.